Hi everyone, it's me Catherine, and today I'm here to do the unpopular opinion book tag. I think it's about time I did it. It's about time. So before I start, let me just say these are just my opinions on these books. They are not a reflection on how I feel about you guys or how I feel about the authors. This is just my opinion, and ultimately it means nothing to anybody but me. So now that that's out of the way, let's get straight into the questions. Question 1. A popular book or series that you didn't like. Now, there's a couple of these. So I'm going to say The Maze Runner. And there's quite a few people that agree with me, but there's also a lot of people that probably don't agree with me, but I'm going to just go The Maze Runner. I just didn't enjoy that at all. And also, although I keep reading it, the Throne of Glass series, I'm not going to get started on that. A book or series that everyone else seems to hate but you love. Now, I don't think there is such a book that everyone hates but I love, but I know there's a book that has quite a bit of hate that I absolutely adore. And that is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. Now, people don't like this because of its similarities with Harry Potter and how it's basically fan fiction and blah blah blah, how could this have ever been published, but don't. I love it, and I don't care how many people hate it. A love triangle where the character ended up with a person you didn't want them to, / an OTP you didn't like. So obviously this is going to have some spoilers in, guys, so just be wary. So I was going to say Katniss and Peter from the Hunger Games, not because I prefer Gale, because I didn't, I just thought maybe she could have just stayed single, you know, I thought that would have been grand. But my actual answer I think is going to be Alina and Mal from the Grisha trilogy. Not because she ended up with someone I didn't want her to, because I actually wanted her to end up with Mal, because I hate when people swap. So she loved Mal, and she said she loved Mal from the very beginning, and that continued. So that's why I wanted her to end up with Mal at the end, because I just don't like it when suddenly they have a change of heart, and it just doesn't work for me. I personally preferred Nikolai the Darkling, but Alina and Mal was fine, but I don't like them as a pairing, if that makes any sense. It's sort of contradictory. They ended up together because they ended up together, I wanted them to end up together, but I don't know. She could have done better. She could have done better. I realise that contradicts itself, but I feel like the way it was written, because of the way the story went and how Alina's feelings went, it was... because of how the story was written and how Alina's feelings went, it was either the Darkling or Mal, and since you could never end up with the Darkling, then Mal it was always going to be. But that doesn't mean I like them as a couple, because Alina could do better than Mal. Because, I don't know. I'm getting myself confused. Next question. A popular book genre that you hardly reach for. I read fantasy a lot, so it's not fantasy. Ooh, I could say sci-fi. I enjoy sci-fi, but I don't pick up sci-fi books a lot. I'm trying to change that this year, but I just don't go for them. So I guess we could go for that. We'll go for sci-fi. A popular or beloved character that you don't like. If you've ever seen any of my reviews for the Throne of Glass series, you probably already know this answer. And it is Selena Sardothian? I don't even know. I don't even care, because I just don't like her. I've never liked her. Like, as the series has progressed, my feelings of dislike have grown gradually stronger, and now I just plain hate her. Because, oh god, I don't even. And you know what, I'm not even going to get me started. I hate her. I really do not like her. And I've never liked her. Never liked her. Ever. So, there. A popular author that you just can't seem to get into. Oh, I don't know. I don't think there is one that I just can't seem to get into, because although I don't like the Throne of Glass series, I've still been reading it for whatever reason, so obviously there's something that I can get into with it. So Sarah J Maas is not it. Maybe, oh, I don't know. I don't know, I don't think there is one, guys. I'm gonna have to pass. Have to pass on that one. A popular book trope that you're tired of seeing. Right. I'm gonna sound tired of seeing it, but sometimes I really love it. When there's the main character who, for whatever reason, ends up being the only person that can save the world. I can't say I dislike it, because there's a lot of things that I do enjoy that have that particular trope, but if it's done like super obviously, then I just, like, spoilers for the Grisha trilogy if you haven't read them, like when we found out that Alina was a sun summoner and she was the only one who could get rid of the, oh god, whatever that dark thing was, I can't remember what it was called anymore, it's been shadow? Shade. I can't remember. That she's the only one that can do it. I was like, oh, of course. Of course, she thinks she's just normal, but of course she ends up with this magic power. Now, I love the Grisha trilogy, so that is not a diss on the Grisha trilogy. It's just that particular, it's just, oh my god, rolling my eyes. Also, the Lunar Chronicles, when we find out that Cinder is actually the lost Princess Selene, and she's the only one who can dethrone Lavarna. That's her name. I had to think then. Lavarna. He's just sort of like, I still enjoyed that series, but that trope, it just really makes me roll my eyes. And, ooh, love triangles that really aren't love triangles. That's a thing. Where they make you feel like the other person has a chance when we all know that they don't, so it's literally pointless. Twilight, for example, also The Mortal Instruments does it for a little bit, and it's just like, really? We all know that there is literally no chance of them ending up with that character, so just stop. Stop. A popular series that you have no interest in reading. I think I'm gonna go for maybe, the Divergent trilogy. I have literally no interest in reading that because, one, I've heard it's not very good. Two, I was spoiled for Legion anyway, so I know what happens. So that one, I don't care. Do not care. I have a feeling there's another one, like there's another few, but no, I can't think. So I'll just stick with Divergent for the moment. And the final question. The saying goes, the book is always better than the movie, but what movie/TV show adaptation do you prefer to the book? Do I prefer to the book? The Maze Runner, because I enjoyed the Maze Runner film okay. I did not like the Maze Runner that much at all, so that's a thing. I'm gonna say the Lord of the Rings films, because while I do enjoy the book, I really enjoyed the books, I think I would, rather than reread the books, I would sooner I would sooner watch the films instead, because it tells a story in a lot less time, and it's a lot less weirdy because it's a film, not a book. But that's not because I didn't enjoy the books. I just feel like I would sooner sooner watch the films than reread the book. Though I do enjoy the books. That's not what I'm saying there. I do enjoy the books. So that was the Unpopular Opinions book tag, guys. See, it wasn't so bad. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments below some of your unpopular opinions. I promise I won't hate you, and I will hopefully see you in another video. Bye!